Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Ron Robert from the High School Sports Wrap with Ron Robert Radio Show, powered by SFBN. We are the sportsfanbasenetwork.com, and if you go on there now, there's actually a Rhode Island page strictly for us and for the state of Rhode Island, and we're going to be promoting high school sports year round. So starting off with football, and we've had some great interviews so far, and today is another great interview with head coach Rob Pacifico from Pilgrim High School in Warwick, Rhode Island. How you doing, Rob?
Doing well, Ronnie. How are you?
Great, thanks. Rob and I go way back, and Rob's part of a unique time in Warwick sports because we had 4 schools in Warwick, 3 public, and 2 of them merged in the last couple years. So Rob had to actually take some rival schools, put them together, get a football team, and they're doing it with all the sports at this school. But it's hard sometimes to merge the kids together. But what Rob says, it went pretty smooth. How'd that go for you, Rob?
It went okay. It went well. I'll tell you, it's not on our radar anymore, which is a more positive thing. But the fact you have that year under your belt, and there's no more previous school. They might come up matter of fact in a conversation, but it's not the end all be all like it was a year ago.
Right. So now it's Pilgrim.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So that's amazing to get that done. I mean, just in a very short period of time, and get these kids banded together. So, and I've seen it, and I know what's happening. You can definitely tell these kids are Pilgrim High School football players now, Patriots. So I wanted to talk to Rob about his season last year, because it was their first season together, and they had a few bumps and bruises, and it was a learning season. But we got a solid team returning, and it looks like you might have a good season coming up this year. So why don't you tell us about last year a little bit, and what do you think this year is going to look like?
Last year, record-wise, we didn't do too well. We ended up 2-8. But everything was happening fast. I didn't know I was the coach till June. So it was a matter of getting the kids on the field immediately, getting things positive. Another wrinkle, the previous year, this Pilgrim team was a Division III team, and they were being bumped up to Division II. So not only was dealing with consolidation an obstacle, not only was getting hired very late an obstacle, it was also the kids going from Division III athletes to Division II athletes, and it's a higher level on the field.
Yeah. So not only are you dealing with the merge, you're dealing with moving up a division.
Yeah, that was.
And so what did you see competition-wise going from D3 to D2?
There's a major difference in D3 versus D2. D2 has a lot more one-way players, where D3, very often your tackle is your nose guard, your linebacker is your running back, and those kids don't leave the field. So we still had a lot of two-way players last year, and we were hanging through halftime into the third quarter, and then we ran out of gas because we were winded and the other team was getting their breaks.
Yeah. So I mean that's a unique thing to for people to understand about that. Is, the smaller schools have a lot of two-way players, and the bigger you get and the more competitive you get, you have more one-way players who get rest.
Yeah, it's a huge obstacle when they keep leaning on you with fresh bodies, and you're out there and your kids are getting tired. There are times that you will use your timeouts not for strategic reasons, just to give your kids breaks.
Oh, well, yeah, that's definitely going to slow you up.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this season coming up now. I met some of your kids before we got on air. We're going to talk to them in a few, and they most are all returners, and they look solid. So what do you think this season's going to bring?
We're hoping for good things, but we're very much trying to stay in the day, stay in the moment, not get ahead of ourselves. We are looking forward to first scrimmage coming up next week, so we're aiming towards that. We're happy where we are. The 7-on-7 stuff this summer went pretty well, so it's time to put on pads and have some fun.
Right. So now 7-on-7, I've been talking to a few people about that. What do you use it for? What is it? Developmental? Is it to go out there and just get warmed up and have some fun, get the kids back touching the ball? What are you using it for?
It's a good teaching tool, especially for the younger kids, just to understand how you're calling things, the speed of the game, and just it's almost practice to get under the legs and just understand what's going on very fast.
Right. So when if a team has great success in their 7v7 tournaments, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to go out in the regular season and whoop everybody's butt, right?
No, they could, but that's just extra reps. We talked to our kids about that being just an extension at practice, and we kept on rolling through bodies, just trying to get kids to where they needed to be for when the season started.
Right.
I've always had the philosophy, if you're competitive, if you are, again, ultra competitive in that 7-on-7 and playing that to win a championship, it's going to deter you later in the year.
So use it as a developmental.
Yes.
Good. All right. Well, I mean, we're here on your brand new field, and it looks awesome. We got your. Is this a new helmet here?
It's a new design.
A new design. I mean, it looks like you guys are putting some real stock into your program. New field, new uniforms, getting the kids invigorated. Coaching's ready to go. So it looks like you guys are poised for a great season.
Just trying to take things day by day and get better as we go. Trying not to think too far ahead of ourselves. As boring as it might sound, it's just our philosophy.
Rob gives all the good political answers. Like I said, he's not going to give me anything juicy on camera, but he's a. I had to say that because we were talking about this before on air when he was on the radio station. He stumped me every time I tried to get a tough question in there. He's like, Ronnie, we're going to talk about that one later. That one's getting tabled, even if it sounds boring. So, Rob's a politician on top of being a great head football coach.
And just like when we were kids, Ron likes to talk. He could probably sell an Eskimo ice.
There you go. I'm selling the Eskimo ice right now. So you're going to cut that out. No, I like that pie actually. So whatever. So anyway, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back. We are going to interview the 6 seniors from Pilgrim High School football team that Rob brought here today. We're gonna ask them a few questions about what the season looks like and how they're feeling about it, and we're gonna let these guys get some airtime. So we'll be right back. Hey guys, Ron from High School Sports Rap with Ron Robert, powered by SFBN, the SportsFanBaseNetwork.com. You're gonna be able to catch all our interviews on the SportsFanBaseNetwork.com under the Rhode Island tab. We have our own page now. It's pretty exciting stuff. I'm here with Pilgrim High School football players. And this is going to be a fun little interview, and I'd like to get these guys out and introduce them to the public. So, first off, we have Damian Barbero. He's their receiver.
Hi, Mom.
Simon Davis, running back. James Baldwin, quarterback. Josh Morin, receiver. Kyle Ford, slot. And Zach Fagundes, defensive tackle. Right. So I appreciate these guys coming out this morning. We're sitting here on their brand new field. I mean, this field's beautiful. I'm glad to see that Pilgrim's putting stock into their football program. Great coaches, great players, great field. Should be an exciting year for these guys. So I wanted to start out asking a couple questions to some of the guys. So we'll start with Damian. And, Damian, last season, you guys, it wasn't as favorable as you would have liked, right? And so what do you think contributed to that? Were you guys in some of the games? Were you tight? Was it just a learning season for you guys? I mean, how'd the season go for you?
Well, I think we were in a lot of the games throughout it. And, it was definitely like a learning curve with the whole transition of the schools and everything like that. But we don't want to blame that for, how our season went. At the end of the day, I think it was heart. Who wanted it the most, and we just didn't want it at the end of the day.
No, so what about this year? How you guys feeling? I mean, obviously you probably all hang out with each other, and you guys. I know how football is. I mean, it's tight. So, what do you think it's going to be like this year? I mean, you guys feeling passionate about your season?
Oh, definitely. Ever since after Thanksgiving, after that bitter loss, we've been in the weight room. We've all been working. Since that day, we've been working, and we put in the grind, the hours, and just the heart, and we wanted this season.
All right, I'm looking forward to watching you guys play. I know your coach is positive about the season, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so up next we're going to talk to Simon Davis. Simon Davis is the running back for the Pilgrim Patriots football team in 2017. How you doing, Simon?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right, great, buddy. So I want you to tell me what it's going to be like in your new role, because running back is a big part of the team, and you didn't play this position last year. So how do you plan on approaching the season, and what do you think the season's going to go for you, or how do you think the season's going to go for you this year?
Well, last year I was hoping to start, but I didn't really get to show my ability at running back, and this year I'm hoping that I can prove that I belong at the position and that we can go out there and win some games, do better than we did last year.
Yeah. So did you think you were going to play running back this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you feel like is your biggest attribute, your biggest tool as a running back? What do you do the best?
Shifties. That's what I feel a lot.
Yeah?
Make them miss.
Make them miss? Footwork?
Yeah.
Nice. So that means we're going to get a highlight reel?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're going to get some good highlights out of you this year. That's going to be awesome. I mean, we'll be watching for sure, right? So I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you can take this team to a winning season.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Next, James Baldwin. How you doing, James?
I'm doing good. How are you?
James is the quarterback for the Pilgrim Patriots football team. And James, again, this is going to be your first season leading the Patriots.
Yep.
And so, that's a quarterback. Every position's important on the field, but quarterback's the leadership position. So, what do you think you're going to have to do to lead this team to a winning season?
I can't put my head down all this year, If I throw a pick or something, I gotta bounce back up. But I mean, these guys make it easy on me. I mean, they all want to work hard, just as hard as me, even harder. So I think it's gonna be easy leading the team to a good season.
Yeah. Now you're one of the guys that transferred over previously, right? But you are a Pilgrim Patriot now, correct?
Yeah, no, I am, yeah.
And does it even feel like you ever were anywhere else?
I mean, not really, because I mean, sports wasn't really that big of that. Kids weren't that big of a part of it. They didn't want to do it that much. But Pilgrim, I mean, it was a drive to be good.
Yeah, they want you to be good at Pilgrim, and your coach wants you to be successful. So I think that we have a lot that we're looking forward to in this season coming up for the Pilgrim Patriots, and we've just spoke to a receiver, running back, and quarterback for the team. They're feeling good. They're feeling passionate. They feel like they want to take the team to a winning season. I'm pumped sitting here talking to these guys, talking to the coach, and Pilgrim looks like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So good luck on your season, boys, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So anyway, this was a great interview, and I want to say thank you to Jersey Polak. Jersey is doing he is our production manager, doing all of our video. He puts the videos together. He takes the videos. He's got to get up early in the morning and get out here with me. And Jersey has his own production company that he runs on the side. It's called Real Athletic Production, and he's doing some fantastic recruiting videos for everybody out there. And his phone number is 401-636-7409. If you go to Instagram, you can also see at Real Athletic Production. And he's putting recruiting videos together if you want your child or son or daughter to play a sport at the next level. You all know that there's a lot that goes into the recruiting process, and Jersey's here to help, and would love to put some videos together for you and your child and see what he can do to get you to the next level. So again, Jersey Polak, Real Athletic Productions, 401-636-7409. So there's another great interview with Pilgrim Patriots head coach Rob Pacifico and some of his impact players going into the season. This is Ron Robert from the High School Sports Wrap with Ron Robert, powered by SFBN. You can catch us on the SportsFanBaseNetwork.com and on WNRI 1380 AM, 95.1 FM on Monday nights at 7. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.